Hey, we're here at American Muscle to wrap up the final stage of Project Blackout. Now, our goal with this build was to take our bone stock 2012 Mustang GT and turn it into an absolute monster both on the street and at the track, all while giving it a very sinister look to back it up. Now, we've definitely saved the best for last here with Stage 4, but before we hit it, let's recap what we knocked out in Stage 3. Looks-wise, we gave the rear end the RTR treatment, added some exterior muscle to the sides with the addition of our pre-painted side scoops, added lower splitters, and topped it all off with a true fiber 3-inch cowl hood. We really went to town on the suspension with iBox Pro System Plus kit and also threw in some vital components from J&M which will really help get the car out of the hole, along with the assistance of our new 410 gears from Ford Racing. Finally, we made our drivetrain bulletproof with the addition of Eaton's 31 spline limited slip differential, one-piece aluminum drive shaft, and a BMR safety loop. With all of our Stage 3 modifications, we took Project Blackout back to the track and ran a 12.1 at 113 miles per hour. When this build started, we knew two things. We wanted the car to be black and we wanted it to be very, very fast. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, we wanted to take the road less traveled with this build. Our 2011 GT was able to break deep into the 10s with a big shot of nitrous, and our 2011 V6 was able to break into the 11s using ProCharger's intercooled blower setup. So that leaves only one more power adder we've yet to use. So let's check out the newest addition to Project Blackout. Mike, you wanna give me a hand? So here it is, our Hellion 67mm single turbo kit. Now this off-the-shelf kit bolted right up to our 2012 Mustang while still retaining our AC. Now the whole kit centers around the 67mm precision turbo. It's going to offer a very quick spool and is able to produce upwards of 850 horsepower at the rear wheels. Not only did we add our snail, but in order to help our Coyote motor move all of that extra air, we installed the Boss 302 intake manifold along with a 90mm throttle body from Ford Racing. Finally, to support all of that boost, we needed to address both our fuel and our spark. So we installed larger injectors and cooler plugs, both from Ford Racing, and finally, Kenne Bell's Booster Pump, which should take care of our additional fuel needs. Now, I'm dying to hear this thing spool up and see what kind of power we're putting down, so let's get Mike Wilson in here and fire this beast up. All right, so we ran the car with the 67mm turbo, and honestly, it made great power for a street car. We made 601 on low boost, but us being us, bigger is always better, and we're really gonna crank up that boost down the road. So we decided to swap out the 67mm turbo in favor of the 76mm precision turbo from Hellion. Now, I'm excited to see what kind of numbers this thing's gonna put down, so let's get Mike Wilson in here one more time and turn the rollers. Mike, that thing sounded ridiculous, man. How did we do power-wise?
Oh, it did awesome, man. Last time we had the car on the dyno in Stage 2, it put down 407 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. Now in Stage 4 with the 76mm turbo at 7 pounds of boost, put down 654 horsepower and 568 foot-pounds of torque. That's 247 horsepower peak and as much as 249 horsepower and 213 foot-pounds of torque throughout the curve.
Unbelievable, and that torque curve is as flat as a board. Well, I cannot wait to get this thing out on the street, try to contain some of that power, and then I guess we're gonna get to the track and do some shakedown runs.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. All right, so we're out in Project Blackout. We just got the car off the dyno where the car made over 650 horsepower, which is unbelievable. And you wanna know how this thing feels, man? Well, holy shit. It feels pretty cool if you like 50-mile-an-hour rolling second gear burnouts, I'll tell you that. Now, you can't just slap a big turbo or a blower on a car and expect it to run great. Now, that's where Mike came in, man. He did a great job of turning this back into a well-rounded street car. I mean, this car idles like a stock GT, it drives part throttle like a stock GT, but when you get on that pedal, look out, man. This thing is packing a lot of power under the hood. There's only one more thing to do, man. Let's get this thing to the track. So our Stage 4 time with Project Blackout was 11:0 at 125. Now that's just over a full second improvement over our Stage 3 time of 12:1. For the first couple runs, we were starting to dial the car in, but the third run of the night, we were really starting to fly when we went 11-0. Unfortunately, due to our track's rules, we have to come back with a roll cage installed before we go any faster. Now, do I think the car has a 10 in it as it stands right now? Absolutely, but this wasn't solely a balls-to-the-wall straight line only build here. We were looking to create a very well-rounded street car that would be just as good on the back roads or an autocross track as it would be at the drag strip. And believe me, as someone who spent a lot of seat time in the car, I can tell you with 100% certainty that the car handles great, looks evil, accelerates like a bat out of hell, and will simply put a smile on your face every time you bury the throttle. We really enjoyed building this car, and we hope you enjoyed the build as well, but stay tuned. Something tells me this isn't the last you've seen of American Muscle's Project Blackout.